Hey there, I'm Bings. And this is apparently it's what's it? Stiviano. What the hell? It's V Stiviano here with
Oh my God.
what? What?
What you were supposed to say was, in lieu of the recent Clippers,
They don't know who V Stiviano is?
if they've been watching the news, they do.
What part
If
of
they've been
unscripted?
watching-
What part of unscripted do you not understand?
Okay, first of all,
Hey, I'm Bings.
and he's an idiot. And I'm Lady Sauce.
And that's her.
This whole thing went awry. I
We're
apologize.
we're
If you've been
and-
watching the news, you understand the whole Clippers scandal and V. Stiviano, the alleged girlfriend who.
They know who
this
she
is.
is.
This is what she's been running around Beverly Hills like that. So anyway, there you go. You blew the whole beginning.
What was
Anyway,
I supposed to do?
Let's just get rid of the basketball.
What was I supposed to do? Did you send me
Move
the
on.
script? Did you give me a script? Unscripted show? Hey, we're Bingo and Sauce. And I am, she's frustrated already.
Yes.
I'm in a great mood. I'm in a wonderful mood.
I'm ready to be in a great mood.
First of
Cheers.
all,
Happy Friday.
very ladylike, very nice, Lady Sauce.
I'd like to see you do a shot of tequila.
Bingo and Sauce, we got a monitor. That's an old picture. We're going to use that for now. We need to get new pictures taken.
We got a tablecloth this week.
How many people are fans of WWE, the World Wrestling thing, entertainment? Are you a fan of WWE at all?
No. But
Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm not even talking about the wrestling. I'm talking about the SmackDown part because someone's going to get a SmackDown very shortly.
Speaking of it, a very close friend of mine is working with a reality show right now, the WWE, the SmackDown. It's the SmackDown and something else, but I can't remember. Let's move on.
Okay. Anyway, you're about to see a SmackDown shortly. But first, we got some things to do. We've increased our emails. We got the bingo and sauce at gmail.com. We've increased our emails by 100%.
Really?
Absolutely. Which means, that's right, we got one email. So yes, we got an email.
Oh, it's an exciting week here in the studio.
Let's read that email now. It was
right.
from Chris. I got my computer over here, and I'm going to read these. It was from Chris. I guess I don't need to give her. I shouldn't give.
I don't think we need to identify.
I assume it's a girl because it's KRIS. That's why I'm saying. I'll say her. Hello, Bingo and Sauce. I am so happy to see your show again. She was talking about Two Roofies. I guess she was a fan of Two Roofies. I'm slightly disappointed you are no longer shooting on a roof, as I love the visors, the hats. That's the one. Oh, by the way, got the hat by popular demand. She requested I wear the hat again. She loves it. The one girl the one girl roofie used to wear. She used to wear hats. I also like the sunset shots and how the sun on your faces look. I don't know what she's.
We've got a really nice
very
fan
nice
who's into sunsets.
You have a wonderful way of speaking. She put speaking in quotes at each other that I just love. I can't wait to join the upcoming contest. We are going to have a contest. My God, we have. In fact, this is I'm making this our first unofficial contest. So we really have no prize for this other than mentioning the email and mentioning the person. Our first email. So that's a contest
what a
right
lucky
there.
winner.
Our first email. Unsanctioned contest. I can't wait to join the upcoming contest, see the new background shots and also the celebrities that will come on your show. P.S. I love Koreatown. We are not... Chris, you're falling for the oldest trick in the book, listening to a woman.
We're
just not in
point
Koreatown.
out
We're
the fact
in the
that as I was coming into the studio tonight, there is a Korean restaurant right across the street.
Oh, yeah. It's the only one in Los Angeles. You're not going to find any. You won't find any Korean restaurants in Beverly Hills, for heaven's sakes.
Well, you're not going to find any Korean restaurants in Chinatown.
By the way, we're at Studio 11 in the heart of Los Angeles. Sincerely, your number one fan. So there we go.
Oh, our number one fan.
We have, I don't know what
we have a fan and a number one fan.
Our first email. Thank you, Chris. All right. I don't know where she's from. There's no way to know where she's from. All right. We also we've increased our Twitter followers by 200%.
We had 2 retweets today.
We have 2 followers at Bingo and Sauce
And
on
I would
Twitter.
like to recognize them as promised. If you tweet us or email us, we will talk about it. I would like to recognize the Pothead Institute, who retweeted our show, our first show, and at One Love 420, who also retweeted our show to all of their followers. So now all of their Pothead followers are now able to see our Bingo.
You're so eloquent.
Yeah,
You're so eloquent with the words.
I'm still a little confused by the whole Twitter
for
thing. I'm
God's
doing my
sakes.
best here.
Well, the point is we have 2 followers.
We've got
So someone
Twitter,
retweeted.
we've got an email follower, we've got a Twitters.
Can I give a shout out to our followers? I don't know if this might be embarrassing for him, but we said we're going to point you out. If you follow us, we're going to give you a little shout out. Is it Jabin White? JABINWHIT at Jabin White. I believe it's at Jabin White. Twitter. He's a he's graduate from Wake Forest. Wow, we got smart people following him. And he's a Red Sox fan. He's from Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia, and you're a Red Sox
Which is a
fan.
great thing.
Interesting. Thanks for following us, Jabin White.
Thanks,
and
Jabin. Cheers.
We have Celeste Donahue.
I don't know
She's
her.
another follower at Celeste Donahue, I believe, is her Twitter handle. So there we go, 200%. We're looking for more. If you want to follow us and everything, we'll mention you. I want to give some shout outs to some people listening. We got people we do have people in Philadelphia. I have someone else in Philadelphia who's watching, someone in Pittsburgh who's watching. I want to say hi to the people in Ventura, California. I say hello to Ange and Clay, who's watching, and who else? Alex in New Orleans. Hello, Alex in New Orleans. HJ and the folks at Pub Henry, they're in Pittsburgh. We love you guys. So take care. Is there anyone you want to say hi to?
My mom. Hi, Mom. She's.
Did you call her last for Mother's Day last week?
Of course I called her. What
Okay.
kind of question is that?
Okay.
We actually, myself and my siblings went in and got her a massage with a Mother's Day happy ending.
They're allowed to bring masseuses into the psych ward, for God's sake.
Do you hear that, Mom? He's calling you crazy.
Not calling you crazy, saying your daughter's crazy, so I'm just assuming, just jumping to conclusions. Hey, we have a guest.
We do?
We have our first guest.
Oh, that's great news.
It's we did this before. Now we don't have a live guest yet. We will have live guests, but we have a guest, a celebrity headshot guest, and boy, you're never going to guess who this is.
Probably not.
You
Do
won't
I
guess
get
who
any
this is.
guesses? Do I
No,
get
you don't
a
get any
chance?
guess. And some of you might not remember. We're going old school here. In fact, this is more of a tribute than it is like, you know, we're tributing this guest today because she was in the show and they did a remake, the Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
Remember the Charlie's Angels?
Yeah.
She was she wasn't in the original cast, but she replaced one of them, and you might remember her, Shelley Hack.
You know.
We have Shelley Hack.
Shelley Hack is here. She is here.
Shelley Hack from Charlie's Angels, back when it was originally airing. She's our guest today. We're going retro and giving her some dap for a groundbreaking show. Back in whatever year, what year was?
I don't know, but you know what I remember her from, even more than Charlie's Angels? Did you ever see the movie The Stepfather?
I did not.
Oh, which is actually a pretty good little horror movie. You know, The Stepfather. He's the stepfather, and he's has this secret identity, and he kills people. But she plays the mom in it. And
Thanks for joining us, Shelley. She'll be with us all the rest of the show. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now. What I said at the opening about, do you like WWE? Do you like the SmackDown? Do you like verbal SmackDown? Do you like, because on the last week's show we had an argument, and in fact, who's the one you tweeted the Pothead
Institute.
The Pothead Institute,
Mm-hmm.
located in
I don't know where they're located.
associated with Harvard, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, it's their sister school.
Now, we had a very fun discussion, a little testy with each other, and she said some things, and then I said some things, and I said, you know what, you're completely wrong. I'm going to bring in some facts to show you how wrong you are.
Here we go.
So, if you're ready to go, and what she's going to do, and I bet you she's going to do this, is she's going to refute the facts no matter who they're from, and I brought four. I could have brought 1,000
Cut to the chase.
articles. I'm
Cut to the
cutting,
chase.
no,
Come
I'm
on.
setting this up because I love
You're
when
setting
you
yourself
think you're so
up for
smug
failure.
and so pompous when you know, oh, I'm the pot. Trust me, I'm the pot. Anyway, here's what you said on part of last week's show. There's 4 clips, so let's check this out.
There is no proof that anything that pot has done and any negative effects whatsoever.
Oh my God! There's been reports.
What, like slight memory loss?
They're all
and
coming
then-
out.
What?
First of all, it impairs judgment, and it constricts.
It impairs
blood vessels.
judgment.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
Oh my.
Judgment of what?
Okay, that was one thing. We move ahead a little bit in this discussion, and here's something else she said.
That's
yeah,
the
it's
whole
positive
thing.
effects,
Of course
yeah.
they're positive. There are no
Tell me a
negative
positive-
effects from weed.
Oh my
What does
God.
it make you? It makes you laugh. It makes you feel
It
better.
can give you a heart attack. It can give you cardiac arrest.
Oh my God,
It can-
that is so
Why
not
don't you
true.
read up on it?
That's
Why don't you
not
read
true.
up on it?
You
Do
are
some
talking
research.
to a well-educated person in the subject of weed.
You know
all
what?
right?
Okay. So far, so good. I'm loving it. She's being set up like a bowling pin. I'm gonna just mow her down. Then, further in the discussion, she said this.
Oh, come on. You won't win this argument. You won't. This is.
Okay, it's
you
not
know,
about
I don't
winning the
care
argument.
what
It's about being informed.
crap you
like
trot
being
down
informed.
your-
Listen,
But
pot
you are
smoking
not.
has no effect on you. Something that alters you in any way. You don't think you don't think blowing smoke in your lungs is affecting your lungs in any way? Okay, and
I
finally.
never answered that, and I never answered that. And
Oh, it
finally,
goes
go
on.
ahead,
Watch
go
the
ahead,
show.
go.
It's on the show. Did you watch the show and what you said? I
Go
told you
ahead.
she's going to start negating everything and refuting everything she said. It's right there, and she's trying to talk over it to trick you. All right, and the last thing is this.
There
I
are
will bring in
whole
facts.
band
I'll bring
Nutella
in
peanut butter.
I'll bring in the facts. I'll bring in the papers. You'll see, and we can discuss it later. Right now,
Yeah, you bring in
let's
your
get
facts.
off your little.
Your facts.
Your little-
Where do you get your facts? From
Yeah, because
madeupshit.com?
women.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bring it on.
made up
Bring it on.
swearword.com. All right.
Bring on your facts. That you got it God knows where.
I got National Institute of Drug Abuse study here. I got about.com, I got WebMD, and I got
WebMD.
a article. To start with this one, since pot does nothing. Here's a headline.
Harmful to young people.
Recreational. See, she's going to talk over the whole thing because she doesn't want to hear the fact.
Go ahead.
Recreation and the Pot Institute heads, what are they called? Pothead Institute people, listen up too. Because I don't mind, if you smoke pot, you smoke pot. I don't care if you drink, you drink. What I'm concerned with, or not concerned with, but what I'm arguing about is the fact that everyone's saying it does nothing to you. There's no harmful effect. It's been said, but listen, you're wrong. So keep smoking, but don't act like nothing's wrong. Recreational pot use harmful to young people's brains. Recreational pot. This is from Harvard.
Their
A new
young
study
brains are ruined by the internet.
from medical research at Harvard and Northwestern
weed.
showed that 18 to 25-year-olds who smoke marijuana, even just recreationally, had marked abnormalities in areas of their brains that regulate emotion and motivation. This article goes on.
Propaganda.
I won't.
That's BS
I
propaganda.
won't bother with that. Let's go to some main parts. Yeah. It doesn't cause. It doesn't cause any. There's no health problems. Nothing you can do. All right. Signs of using marijuana include rapid heart rate, increased blood pressure, increased rate of breathing, amongst other red eyes, dry mouth, appetite, slowed reaction time. All right, there's that. Here we go here with overly, oh man, this is so, I'm getting overwhelmed because there's so much shit to get to. Within a few minutes after smoking pot, the heart begins beating more rapidly and the blood pressure drops. Marijuana can cause the heart rate to increase 20 to 50 beats per minute and increase even more if other drugs are used at the same time. Because of this, because of the blood pressure and the higher heart rate, researchers found that users' risk for heart attack is 4 times higher Within the first hour. Within the first hour. Oh, you laugh it off.
The first
Laugh that
hour.
off.
The first hour of being high, the first hour of using it, the first hour of what? Their life? The what? The first hour.
The first hour of being in prison and arrested for. Contrary to what many pot smokers first, this is from WebMD. Marijuana is addictive.
It is not.
Is addictive.
There's no proof of that.
Tell
There's
MD.
no...
Call WebMD and tell them. Call the Drug Institute and tell them. There's no thing. It's all right here. Okay.
There is no proof of it being physical. There are no physical side effects
my
when
God,
you stop.
The highest. It's when you're doing it. If you're not on heroin, there's no side effects. If you're not doing heroin, when you're doing heroin.
Wrong. If you have a heroin addiction, when you stop, you go through crazy, horrible withdrawal. Weed, you go through absolutely zero withdrawal. You can stop and you could be smoking every day for 10 years.
Again,
stop
she's
and nothing will
refuting
happen
everything.
to you.
She's refuting. She's going to refute
guess who knows
everything.
the facts?
Many experts also believe that marijuana is physically addictive. This is another one. This is
Yeah,
WebMD, and this is
WebMD.
the other one was the Drug Institute. It's addictive. It's addictive. These are doctors saying it, but you know best because you went to 12 years at.
I didn't even bother
witch
to
doctor
come
school
with
in
printed
Mexico
out
City.
materials of all the
Because
stuff from all the authorities that could refute that like that because that's just silly. That's just crap. That's
symptoms
not
of
even like
withdrawal.
worth it. That's why I'm
Symptoms of
laughing.
withdrawal. Well, look, it's WebMD. You want to take it home?
I
with you?
don't trust
Of course.
WebMD. When I'm having a hypochondria thing, I go in and they just tell you everything like this. Just
Symptoms of withdrawal from pot might include aggression, anxiety, depressed mood, decreased appetite.
What? Increased or decreased?
Decreased.
Decreased appetite.
The highest density of cannabinoid receptors is found in parts of the brain that influence pleasure, memory, thinking, concentration, memory, and time perception and coordinated movement. Marijuana overactivates the endocannabinoid system, causing the high and other effects the user experience. These effects include altered perceptions in mood, impaired coordination, difficulty with thinking and problem solving,
And that's
disrupted
the fun
learning
part.
and memory.
And
that's judgment.
why we love it. And
Okay,
that's why we love
it. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is you're saying marijuana has no negative effects on anything.
I don't think they're negative.
There's no, heart attack's not negative at all.
Nobody's had a heart attack. There has not been one heart attack recorded from
Give me the
pot.
proof. Bring in your proof. Bring in your proof.
They're just saying it can increase your risks. Let's talk about
4 to 8
the side effects from
one
what?
says 4 times. The other one says 4.8, almost 5
Let's
times the risk.
talk about the risk of a heart attack from taking the bullshit that's on TV that the government allows, that's legal. These pills, these pill commercials that are literally every commercial break is filled with these prescription pills that have everything, every symptom from like losing your eyesight to death, and that's legal. And yet these little, oh well, you could possibly, maybe, and they won't legalize. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's almost funny.
There's the other one, and yeah, it's funny. Good, laugh it off. Laugh yourself to death. National Institute on Drug Abuse says this. I already read from WebMD. This is also saying the same thing. Marijuana also raises the heart rate 20 to 100% shortly after smoking. The effect can last up to 3 hours.
So does running.
3 hours. In one
So
study,
does-
it was estimated
so
that marijuana
does,
users have
sex.
a 4.8-fold increase
Your heart rate
in
goes
the
up.
risk of heart attack. Keep talking over me. Keep talking over the facts, which is why you're going to deny everything.
Because these aren't really facts.
Increase of the heart attack in first hour after smoking the drug. There's so much here. There's so much here.
People,
A series of large studies following users across time has showed a link between marijuana use and late development of psychosis. It's on and on. It's ridiculous. Marijuana contrary, there's 2 sites already, 3 sites it says contrary, it's addictive, mental health problems.
Hold on, we've got a tweet.
Silence.
Oh, whoa, sorry. I was checking our tweets. And I just want you to know that One Love 420 said that bingo needs to hit the bongo. And I couldn't agree more. Right?
Well, I could.
You know, you
I do
could
have
really benefit from taking a nice big hit off a bong. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I want. This last point. I'm sorry. I apologize, but she did exactly what I thought she was going to do. Why? Because she's a
dumbass.
Because what is she?
Dumbass.
Again?
Dumbass.
Okay, that's what she is. So, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. She's getting smacked down without realizing it, and she's going to think
This is
she's
so
wrong.
not a smackdown. If this was your idea of a
Is
smackdown,
marijuana medicine? This is the last thing I'm going to read to you, and everything else is here if you
I'm
want to take it
listening.
home with you.
I'm listening.
Many have called for the legalization of marijuana to treat conditions including pain and nausea caused by HIV, AIDS, cancer, and other conditions. But clinical evidence has not shown that the therapeutic benefits of the marijuana plant outweigh its health risks. Thank you very much.
That's not really true.
That is from the National Institute on Drug Abuse. That was revised January 2014. Thank you very much. WebMD, about.com. You want me to go? In fact, when I typed in pot, harmful effects of pot, they were jumping off the page at me. They were saying, hey, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. And I only picked 4 of them because she said if I would only picked one, she would have said, oh, you only picked one. It's only
That
one
is
source.
not. No, you know what?
They're
First of
wrong.
all,
They're wrong. They're wrong. Go ahead. Final word.
Are we almost done here?
Who says the final? Who does that? I don't want to be the
I
final
think
word
it was
guy.
Jerry Springer.
Oh God! All right.
Are we almost done
thing.
here?
Last stupid comment. That'll be ours. Last stupid comment.
I don't make stupid comments. Why don't you read one of your stupid faux facts? Because that I have nothing stupid to say. You have said everything stupid so far tonight.
That's what smoking pot does to you. Just denies.
I am a much happier person for smoking and drinking than you will ever be for living your boring, stagnant lifestyle where you do nothing. But I don't think you do anything. I don't know what you do, but you certainly don't have fun. You don't even know what fun is.
She spends her time getting tested for STDs. That's 8 hours a day. She's at the clinic. So there's your life. That's
and they
fun.
still haven't found anything.
That's
So
a
that's
fun
the
life.
good news.
Holy crap! We're into the show.
What?
We're too far. We're far into the
I
show.
would just like to reassure all of our viewer that we will be adding other things. Just hang in with us because even though right now it may just seem like 2 people talking, pretty soon it's going to be filled with contests and sketches and different little pieces that are going to make it more interesting than watching us 2 morons talk about whatever we talk about.
God, you're so eloquent.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
It's my higher education.
And I'm not saying I'm his thing, but my God, you talk
What, you think you're eloquent?
like you're like
You and your
like
stupid little facts.
You're
that-
about 2 hours into a
WebMD?
pot high. You're 2 hours into a pot high, and your reaction time is just like that.
I'm not
and
into
your
a pot
words-
high.
I'm just saying it's the effects that it had on you.
You know what I'll do? You know what I will do? One of these shows, I will smoke on the show. I'll get high on the show.
No, you won't.
Why?
Because you're not allowed to smoke in Studio 11. Do you read the signs when you walk in the studio? There's no smoking
All you
in
have to
the
do
studios.
is take the signs down, and
We ain't taking a sign. You're not smoking inside.
I'll show you how violent and how how bad the effects are of marijuana. I'll show you.
Be lucky you're drinking. Be lucky you're allowed to drink.
What do you mean? Am I? I feel lucky. I should be lucky I'm allowed to drink.
Dumbass.
Look, Shelly's sliding off the table while I'm trying to get a drink. Now look.
Because you're applying alcohol in the back of her head.
Look what happened.
Have some respect for the guests.
She even alive still?
Shelley
You
Howe.
know?
How dare you? I don't know if she's still alive. I'm sure she's still alive. Shelley, if you're out there, listen. Hey, let's take a second. I want to take a look back at the. Let's look at last week's weather. How about that? A little weather report.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We're going to do a weather report.
Last Friday on the 9th, it was sunny and high. This is in LA. The high was 72 degrees and increasing cloudiness at night. It went down to 58 degrees on last Friday night. Saturday the 10th, there was low clouds in the morning, then sun. Got a high of 72, low of 57 degrees.
Looks like we're getting June gloom in
On
May.
Sunday, Mother's Day. Hey, if
Okay.
you were in LA on Mother's Day, you had a great day. It was sunny, beautiful, high 83 degrees, low 60 degrees. It was a beautiful day. Hope you had a good Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
That's our last week's weather report. Now, you want to take this home with you? Take all this. Harmful, recreational use. It's Harvard. Complaint to the folks at Harvard. And
They're all smoking weed at Harvard.
And apparently you're what's with the you actually brought a basketball and are you fascinated by Stiviano?
Well, no, I'm fascinated by the whole Donald Sterling racist thing because if you've ever noticed, a few months go by, 6 months, whatever, and then some other idiot pops up and says something incredibly racist. And the good news is that people are having a very strong reaction to this idiot.
It's not anymore. It's been weeks.
What do you
now.
mean?
Well, it's
right. So, which is the thing is, then it dies down, and then it's kind of like, oh well, nobody cares until the next racist pops up and says something, and then, but nothing ever really gets resolved. They're gonna kick him out or ban him for life or whatever. This guy's got billions of dollars. I don't know what any of that means, but the point is that nothing ever really gets resolved. And I'd like to talk about racism and the true root of racism, but I don't think we have time to do it on this show. But I'll give you a hint.
We have 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I can cover the history of racism in 4 minutes.
We can. It's always been around, and it will always be around. There, we did it in 10 seconds.
But why? Why is it? Why do you think? What do you think the root of racism really is? I guarantee you don't know.
All right.
Because you don't know anything. I mean, you get your stupid pot facts from WebMD, for God's sakes.
WebMD, Drug Institute, Harvard. What else do you want? Harvard. What else do you want? You did exactly what I thought you were going to do. Just deny everything. Deny all the stuff that comes out.
They're not even real. They're not even. It's not even real information. They're like, oh, it might cause a heart attack if your
it's proven.
Heart rate goes up and you already have heart problems. It's like blah 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 blah. You know what? There's been no reported cases of anyone who has ever died or OD. You can OD from pot.
Someone just died recently.
Oh, no one's died
in a car accident they were stoned. Yes.
No.
It was literally within the past 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to find it? I can actually go online. I'm not going to go online here because I'm
because nobody died from. No one has died from weed ever. That's what's great. Now, how many people have died from alcohol? How many people have died from heroin? And let's get into pills.
At least people are not denying that alcohol is bad. Are you talking? What are you talking? You want to talk about that again, or are you on the racism thing?
No,
what do you want to do?
Right.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I want to talk about racism, but
it's a symptom of pot smoking. You can't focus. Judgment.
I thought racism was a symptom of pot smoking.
Okay, you're a racist. You're a racist.
I am anything but a racist. I am pro everything. I am pro equality. That's what I am. For everyone.
My favorite race is the 400-meter hurdles.
Oh God. That's dumbass. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for doing that for me. What did you just? All right, never mind. I gotta do my.
Let me say this because we have two. We're sorry.
Oh.
We can't stop the tape and do it over. So
that's why you have to hang in there because.
Hey, don't tell them to hang in there. It's not like hanging. You're acting like
we're not. Hang in there.
Okay, but you're acting like, oh, this is really agonizing. Just quit.
Hey,
talking
in
like
today's world
crap.
where people get to flip around and click.
Well, we don't want those people.
If we don't capture, if you can't hang in there with us, I just want to remind you, this is not that kind of show. We're not living in a fast food world, the two of us.
We don't want short attention span people.
We want people who've got a brain.
We want 6 to 10
Even
year olds.
though, I'm the only one here who has one, I want to attract people with brains.
I have to finish that statement about 6 to 10 year olds because that didn't sound good coming out of my mouth. I said we want 6 to 10 year olds, and then you start talking, and then I ended up.
That's what he was. He's a pedophile.
No,
it's just this is his cover.
We can keep their focus with pretty little stuff in front. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway,
I think it's time we wrap it up.
We have to. I would say this about racism real quick, and then we'll talk about it at another show, maybe the next show. Who knows? If there's racism has always been here, and if the tapes never came out, Donald Sterling is still a racist, whatever he is, and no one ever would know about it. But there's
a reason for racism and how it all started.
But how are you gonna? So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna solve it? If there's no race, if there's no color, if there's no skin color, you're gonna find another reason to hate someone, whether they're fat or whether they're ugly or whether they're a nerd. It's been you'll find a reason for hate no matter what. Skin color is just one excuse.
But worldwide. And from the very beginning, it has always been economic. That is what breeds racism, greed.
I
my
give the lady
friends.
the last word.
Greed.
Good night, folks. We've been Bingo and Sauce. I'm Bings. This is
See you next time.
This is Fake
Thanks
Beast
for being
Viviano.
here,
Good
viewer.
night. Holy crap. You suck.